the Holy Ghost. What's up, everybody? What's going on? It's your girl, doesnt. And I'm so geeked. I'm so excited to talk to y'all. I hope and pray to God that this works. If not, I'm gonna cry. So, okay. So, y'all, I got my journal here. I'm so excited to talk to you guys, but welcome back. Ignore my hair. I low-key look like I'm 12, but it's okay. I'm in this era of trying new things. I swore to myself when I was younger, when my hair gets longer, I'm going to try this. Believe it or not, my hair is down my back now. And so I have to get used to trying new stuff. So here's step one, so this is me. Oh my God, how have you guys been? I feel like it's been forever. It's been so long that y'all don't know I renovated my room. I went ahead and painted my little walls. Yeah. I got me a little couch. Yeah. So welcome back. I think I'm just going to officially say that this is season 2 because it's been a long time. Not because I haven't been creating content because I don't want to. It's just simply because I record from my phone and my phone has 256 gigs, but I think it's 2 terabytes. I have 2 terabytes in iCloud storage, but my phone can't handle all that, which low-key I feel like it'd be lying because if I'm paying, something wrong. So I just need to bite the bullet and invest in a camera. So I'm going to tell you about that later. First, welcome back to the channel. Where y'all been at? If y'all don't follow me on my other socials, where y'all been at? Because I think we're growing. You know what I'm saying? The last reel has hit over, I think it's over 5K on all platforms, combined. So I was really shocked and really happy about that. I was super grateful. I feel like every time I think about it, I start crying. So we're not gonna think about it too much. But y'all have been on me for a video. Like I said, it's just because of the circumstances. I tried recording this video a month and a half ago, but I couldn't because literally it wouldn't let me go a minute. I could barely say, "What's up, everybody? What's going on?" And the camera cut out. So I'm hoping and praying to God that this works. Please, Jesus. Let me get this out. And we can do it unedited too, because that way it'll be easier. Anyway, so we're going to call this podcast. Normally I wait till the end, but I'm going to tell y'all right now. Okay, this is unedited, so y'all just going to watch that. This podcast is going to be called Square One. So I'm going to tell y'all, life has been a whirlwind. That's how you say that. It's been exciting. It's been nervous. It's been exciting. It's been scary. But I'm out here just trusting God and trusting the process. You know what I'm saying? So heavy on the thank you, Lord. Heavy on the thank you, God. So let me just back up to previous. So if you've been here for a while, I work in corporate America. I've been trying to advance my corporate career actively since back in May. Yeah, ask me how that's been going. So it just, y'all, it was y'all know, everything that I tried, I got a no. So I just I officially got fed up, and I remember telling the Lord, I was okay, you just gonna have to give me a sign that you hear me because this is ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I'm actively, I'm fasting, I'm praying, I'm putting my neck on the line, I'm out here making it do what it do. And you just, you're not giving me nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I felt honestly, I was maybe I need to go back on another fast because it's just maybe he's just not hearing me, So I'm going to read y'all this little clip. And at this point in my, this little excerpt. So at this point in my journal, I was a floater because if you know that my last job, I had got the opportunity to go work at another branch. The branch caught on fire before I could even get there. So I was resorted into floating at the different branches. So that's where I was. I was really tired and I was really burnt out. So what I did was I took a weekend of PTO. It's so unnecessary now that I look back on it. But for my mental, it was first off, the side. Okay, anyway, so for my mental, like, it was so necessary. So I went on PTO Thursday, Friday, and Monday, and I came back on a Tuesday. So I'm just going to tell you guys, like, I really just read this like 5 seconds ago, and I was like, oh my God, I should definitely say this. Okay, so basically, I was really sad. I was really, really, really sad about my job, and I'm so nervous to read this part to y'all. It's literally nothing, but I'm gonna read it to y'all anyway. Basically, I had went and got prayer. You know what I'm saying? And basically, the prayer from the other person had started and said, "Lord, you see this vessel." First off, the Lord knows that I'm a vessel, and I said, "Okay, God, you see me? You see me, God?" Okay, anyway, so they said, "Lord, you see this vessel." And then the prayer proceeds to say, move on her job, make her the head and not the tail. And so I was like, okay. So like I cried, I boo-hooed for like 30 minutes. No, it wasn't that long, but I boo-hooed, right? And so my conclusion from that, I said, so maybe the Lord will make a position for me, you know. I said maybe that'd be cool. And I said, this week I want to remember no matter what, I am the head and not the tail. All things work together and in due season. So I say that all the time. If you know me, like, you know, I say in due season like it's nobody's business. But I was just convinced in my mind that like the Lord was just going to create a position for me. Y'all know I got my heart broke, fell into depression. And so I was just like, I hate feeling like I'm not chosen. You know what I'm saying? And so at this point I had got fed up, and later on in my journal entry, I talk about how I want to be chosen. I want my employer to choose me. You know, I want my man. I want him to choose me. You know, I want my friends to choose me. Like I want the people that are around me, I want them to choose me. And so I told the Lord, like, you know, I want my employer to choose me. I want them to create a position and they'd be like, oh my God, like this is so destiny. So I didn't get to tell you guys, but I had this job interview and I was low-key excited for it. You know, it was going to be great for me. Kind of, sort of, not really. But the interview, I ended up getting an interview. And that's big compared to the other jobs. That, y'all just see my arm flap? I'm weak. Okay. I need to get in the gym. Anyway, so this is such an unorganized podcast, but y'all get what y'all get. Yeah, I got an interview and I was like, okay, like this is so exciting. I got an interview. Me and Steve, y'all know me and Steve. I want to put Steve on. Yes, I wore 4-inch heels to the office. No, I do not regret it. So me and Steve went to my job interview. It was nice. I enjoyed my bosses. One quality that I like have to have in a boss or in a leader is like personability. Like we have to be personable. Because like I like people that I can work with and still have fun with at the same time. Like I have to have that. And they were like my supervisor, the lady who would have potentially been my supervisor, and then her boss. They were great, you know, they were really nice. They were really cool in including me or whatever. The interview really lasted maybe about 10-15 minutes, honestly. They really asked me about attendance. They asked me how I feel about working in a team. And obviously, I'm pro team. I would do anything in my power to make sure that my team is good, you know, because if my team isn't winning, then I'm not winning. So I was like, okay, cool. That interview went really well. They spoke really highly of me. Whatever. Because it really doesn't matter. Because I didn't get the job. And I was at the place where, of course, I was like, okay, you know, I was a little hurt, but I was like, you know, in due season, you know, the right job is going to come for me, and I'm not going to be upset or nothing. And I kind of had like the mindset of like, okay, if I don't get it, that means someone who was more qualified than me or someone who was, you know, more prepared to take on the job kind of took it. And I was okay with that, you know, even when they were talking like, oh my God, like they spoke so highly of you, this, and the third. I kept telling myself like there might be someone more qualified than you. So don't get too hype. So I don't know if I kind of like essentially talked myself out of it. I don't know. Needless to say, the person who filled the job, great. Love them. Like they're top tier quality. I'm so glad that they have the job. So I didn't get the job. I was sad, you know, but I was okay. So like I mentioned to y'all earlier, like my mental needed a break. I was floating. I was wasting gas. I'm at the gas station like every 5 days. Like, and I don't even go to the gas station like that. So it was a lot. So I ended up going on PTO that Thursday, Friday, and then that Monday. And then that Sunday is when I got that prayer. So I was just like, okay, like, it is what it is. And before I walked into the branch that I was working at on that Tuesday, before I walked in the door, I kind of took a deep breath and I said, okay, may you be the head and not the tail. Like, I was expecting like something, but I didn't know what I was expecting. I just knew that I was going to hear from HR, whether HR had created a position for me or somebody somewhere, had a position for me. And like, I was excited. So let me tell y'all, I don't log on to no programs. I don't check my email. I don't check the text messages. I don't check nothing until I clock in. Okay. So I clocked in, you know what I'm saying? And I saw that I had a text from HR and they were like, oh dang, I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Dang. I had a text from HR and they were like, hey, give me a call when you can. And so I was like, okay. So I kind of like settled in, I made sure we were good to like open and do whatever we had to do. And then I went in the office and I called HR and they were like, yo, so the position that you applied for and didn't get? And I was like, yes, I do. They were like, okay, so they created a position and they want you. You don't no. Okay, it froze. You don't want to have no judge. Okay, so yeah, so he said they had created a position. They're like, they don't even want to open it to other applicants if you want it, because if you want it, it's yours. So I had two numbers in my head. I said, okay, Lord, either it'll be this number, it'll be this number. I'll be satisfied if it's like a 50-cent raise, like, because at the end of the day, I'm 20. It's not like I need a 6-figure salary, although in due time that would be great. But I wasn't tripping, I just had $2 amounts in my head. Needless to say, I didn't have to open my mouth. I didn't have to say a word. HR was like, this is the number I'm going to give them, and then we're going to go from there. So they gave them a number, and let's just say, okay, the time's at 12:19, so let's just say it's $12.19. No, I don't make $12.19. So it was like $12.19, right? They were like, we don't like that it's 19 cents. Just round it up to the next dollar. The next what? The next what? What? The next what? So y'all, when I tell y'all God did his big one, when he did that, he did his big one. Anyway, so you are now looking at the newest loan servicing CSR. Guys, period. So I'm a corporate baddie. I love it here. I love it. It's really hard, but I love it. So needless to say, y'all, I got a new job. If y'all follow me on Facebook, y'all would have known that. So follow me on my socials. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I have a new job, which is why I said this is called Square One, because that's where I've been at, is Square One. My supervisors are great. My coworkers, they're good. They're cool. They're chill. They're not my old coworkers, obviously, because we're like family. But, it's been a challenge because I'm stepping back into the unknown, for almost going on 2 years. I'm doing the same thing every day, and I'm cold. Like, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, low-key, I was kind of cold at that job. You know what I'm saying? And now, like, I could do that job in my sleep. Now I'm stepping into an era where I've never been here before. It's uncharted territory. I have to meet new people. My first day, I cannot tell y'all how many people I met. Like, there's so many people that I see them now, and some of them are like, do I remember their names? And y'all know my memory sucks. So I'm just like, okay. I had someone tell me, they were like, we're going to quiz you on names in a little bit. And I was like, please don't, because I'll fail. And then everybody laughed, and I was like, I'm being so for real. I will fail this thing. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't do it, thank God. But for the past, couple weeks, I have been back to square one, learning and growing on how to do my job. And it's been fun. Originally, they tried to say that my training was like 2 weeks. The girl that was training me, she's like, yeah, it's a 2 week training period. This, down the third. And I was like, 2 weeks? Like, the job I was doing before, it was 6 weeks, and that was tough. So imagine someone throwing information at you for 2 weeks. I thank God for the brain that he has given me. Excuse me. And that it's as big as it is, because it was like, I'm telling y'all, there's no way I should have like grasped onto this job as fast as I did if it had not been for Jesus. But yeah, so every day, like, I finally felt like last week I was on week before last, I was chilling, I'm on my own. I can like fully answer questions. I can get through calls. Like, I can do everything on my own. And I was like, okay, like, I'm doing good. Like, I had a little bit, my confidence was here. My confidence was about right here, right? I had one question and it hit me like right here. And so I was like, okay. And then it was like literally after that, every call I had was about stuff that I didn't know. So it was like, it knocked me like, y'all can't even see my confidence anymore because I didn't have any. And by the end of the day, like, I was so overwhelmed. Like, I was literally at my desk in tears, like, just ready to go. I was just like, okay, like, tomorrow will be a new day. Tomorrow will be something new. Boom. First thing in the morning, like my third call. It was a lot, you guys. So I was just like, I was really sad because I felt like I was finally finding my footing. And I kind of feel like the rug just got like ripped from underneath me. So I was really distraught. And then last week, it was just like I was in like this slump, like, it was just like, I've tried and I've worked so hard, like, to just be where I am. And I don't know, like, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. So if I start crying, like, just skip, because to be that girl who just cries on camera is embarrassing. No, I'm playing. But it's just like, okay, like, it just hasn't made sense, I'm saying but you guys really don't know. So it's just like, to go from feeling content and being able to do it on my own, and then to feel like I'm taking like 20,000 steps back. Now it feels like I'm back at like square. I'm not even on square one. I'm back at square. So it's been a journey, and it's been like a really good journey. It's been really positive for me, like, my evolution of growing and becoming the best possible version of me. But it's been tough because it's just like, okay, like, you need to like trust in the Lord. Like, even when it comes in this podcast, y'all, I wanted to record this video like a month and a half ago, like the day I got the job. It was a long time ago. And y'all, like, the camera would not work. It wouldn't go past like 2 minutes. And so I was just like, okay, God, like, something is wrong, like, I was just like, okay. I was really sad because, y'all, when I say September was finna be fire, it was finna be fire. I had a surprise for y'all. I had a surprise guest, and this podcast was gonna be so lit. The day that it was dropping, like, everything was gonna be so great. But the camera didn't work, and I was defeated. I was just like, okay. So at the time, I felt like the Lord was trying to tell me to like quit content creating. So I'm just like, so like, what do you want me to do? You've taken away something that, at least this is how I felt. I felt like the Lord was taking away something that he had given me, and something that he had placed in my hands, and was just like, run with it. And now I felt like he was snatching it back. So it was just like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, Lord, if you want me to quit content creating, I'll quit. So I like kind of like took a step back just because I was tired of getting, my elbows is actually, I took a step back because I was kind of just like, okay, Lord, like, I don't want to be outside of your will. And then everybody's texting me, when's a new podcast? When's a new video? Calm down. I'm over here and my world is falling apart. I'm over here at square one at my job. My camera's not working for me to, record for my podcast. I'm just going through a crisis and y'all asking about a video. I love y'all though. And like, I was just like, dude, like, I felt like the weight of the world was just on my shoulders, and I felt like I couldn't tell anyone because I don't want to seem like a burden to anyone, and I feel like that's my problem. I'm the strong friend, so I'm the person that everyone comes to, but I have a really, really, really hard time, like, telling people, like, hey, this is what's going on, I need you to just be patient with me. And I have a really hard time at that. So I don't know, somewhere along the line, it was just like, why don't you just create a reel? Like, that literally takes like 20 minutes to edit, you know? So I just started doing voiceovers, which is what I've been doing. And they've been working really well. So I'm like, okay, God, like, I got my groove back, you know? And I'm also thinking of like other elements that I want to do to like grow Destiny as an individual, as a businesswoman. So there's some pretty exciting things about that. One thing I will tell you guys is it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of sad because I feel like the Destiny that I knew is not the Destiny that is looking back at me in front of this camera. Never in a million years would you have told me that I would have done this hairstyle. Never in a million years would I just like envision like who I am. I say this like in my spam account all the time. It's just like, I don't recognize myself anymore. Like, it's a positive thing, you know, because I'm growing. But at the same time, it's like, who is she? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's that girl I see staring back at me? When will my reflection show who I am inside? Okay, I don't know. It's just like, I don't really know how to explain it to you guys. Like, I don't want to make it, okay, I'm gonna cry, but I don't want to make it seem like I'm not grateful for everything that's happened, you know, with the expansion of my audience. And, you know, I'm starting to get a lot more feedback about old videos that I've posted. Everybody's saying like, oh my God, like, I watch it. Or, oh, you know, like, I really enjoyed this, down the third. It has been like a really frustrating period as well, because now I'm getting like backlash. Not that like it matters, but like now I'm getting it. Like the other day I had posted like, I'm celebrating all wins. You know, I had like challenged myself to celebrate all my wins. And I had like posted like about my audience engagement, about how it was at like 2K or something. You know, thanks be to God. And somebody, I know this person didn't mean any harm. So this person sent it as a joke, and they were like, not you creating a fake account to like gas yourself up. And I was like it was funny, you know? And I know that this person didn't mean any harm again. So it was funny, you know, we laughed at it. And then I got to like thinking about it, and it was just like, this is crazy. Like, some people really do think like that, you know? Like, I remember when I first started this channel, y'all, I was up till like 3-4 a.m, you know, thinking of ideas, thinking of like how to create an intro and how to create it, like, and just like create like a loving, warm, big sister environment, you know? And then now, like, you hear so many people tell you like, oh, you're sharing too much, or, oh, you're being too transparent. Like, nobody should ever know. You know, I hear the phrase all the time, like, don't ever let them see you sweat. What? First off, I'm a little thick, you know, so if I'm going up the stairs and I sweat a little bit, I'm not gonna try and hide that. Like, y'all just gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? And there's like so many people who have like tried to like discourage this like content type of thing. And I'm like, dude, like, this is why God gave me the vision and he didn't give it to people, because it's like, I know at the end of the day, like, this is so much bigger than me. Like, there's no telling who is on the other side of the screen. And I'm not really worried about it, because I say all the time, like, my goal is one. My goal is to reach one person. My goal is for one person to say, Destiny, I really needed that in that moment, you know, like, it helped me feel like I wasn't in this alone, you know. And in my life now, I actually really kind of feel like I'm kind of on this path by myself. Like, I know that's not true. Like, I know I have people around me, but again, I don't feel like being the burden. Like, bro, I need to talk to you, you know. I'm struggling, you know. I was actually like just talking to someone earlier. It was just like we're kind of doing the same, like, we're feeling the same emotions, but because we're both like the strong friend or the strong person in the relationship, that it's kind of just like we just keep it to ourselves. And so I was just like, are you content? You know, like, are you content with this? You know, like, are you content with this phase? And they were like, yeah. And I told them, I was like, you know, bro, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that you have to go through this by yourself. And they're like, I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think, it just like helps me grow. And I was like, dude, like, you're not lying. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing either. But like, at the same time, it's just like, man, like, it would be nice to do, to do life with people. And I'm not saying that to like slight nobody, because all of my people, all of my friends, they all live in different cities, number one. And number two, they're all, on the grind. They're all growing and becoming the best possible versions of themselves. So I'm not going to do nothing but support them. It's a little sad, because now I have to get to re-know them, because I don't know this version of some of them. Simply because we haven't talked in a long time, because we all been busy, and I guess that's just what comes with growing up, is trying to navigate those friendships that you want to keep, and then the friendships that you let go. I know I've let go of a couple friendships, and y'all, I don't think anybody ever talks about like the grief process that you go through, like when you lose friends, because it's like, first off, there's someone out there in the world that knows me a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Now they know, like, they know my business, and we're not like close anymore. So I guess you kind of just have to trust the fact that they're not gonna, go take what you told them in confidence and go like spread it. So I don't know. I feel like this whole podcast does not make any sense, but that's okay. I guess, like, if I'm being honest with y'all, like, I'm super excited for what's getting ready to happen. I don't necessarily know what that means. I don't know what that looks like either, but I serve a God. Because some trust in horses, some trust in chariots. But we will remember the name, but the name of the Lord is a strong tower. So I guess I said all that to say, like, Lord, like, I trust in your plan, I trust in your will. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me right now. It hasn't made sense to me for months. Please don't freeze on me. Oh, okay. I thought it cut off. So, like a while ago, like a month ago, someone had came and prophesied to me. They were like, my standstill game was crazy. They had like prophesied to me. It was like, the Lord is showing me like you crying at night. And I was like, Lord, not you telling my business in front of the church. Because it's true. Like I said, like I'm like the suffer in silence type of person. And then I was like, not you telling my business. And then he said, he was like, the Lord just wanted me to tell you, that he hears you. And I was like, Lord, if this is what you hear me feel like, something wrong. Something gotta go. No, I'm playing. But I thought, I till this day, I think my mom just reminded me of that yesterday. It was just like, I'm grateful for like a God who hears, and not only for a God who hears, but a God who answers, and he answers like in the most subtle ways. Like I'll get random DMs now of, I know someone texted me the other day and was like, I just, like, the Lord put you on my heart to pray for you. And he told me that he's going to take care of whatever your this is. Like, you don't even have to worry about it. And I was like, Lord, like, what is my this? So I was trying to, like, decipher. I feel like in this moment, I'm still trying to figure out, like, what my this is. I feel like it gets longer and longer every day. But I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'd be lying to y'all if I told y'all I wasn't scared. I'd be lying to y'all if I told y'all, like, I don't think about it. I just, like, lay in the bed and just look at the ceiling like, dang, my life is really falling apart. And I would be lying to you all if I told y'all that I don't cry about it or that I don't worry about it. Because, some people like, I don't read comments. No, baby, I read them comments. I read them comments and I check them analytics. I might not check them all the time, but one thing about me, I'm a look. You know what I'm saying? So, although, like, I did get this new job, yes, and it was by the Lord's doing, I feel like sometimes I do, here recently anyway, I've had the conversation with myself, like, did I make a mistake? Like, I know I didn't. I know this was, like, the best move for me career-wise, but sometimes, like, I just talked to someone I used to work with, and they were running me like through the situation of what had happened, and I had told them like, oh, do this, do this, do this. I was like, dude, you got it. And they were like, Destiny, you're so good, like, why did you ever leave us? And that kind of like pulled on my heartstrings, because I was like, I don't know, bro, like I know, I don't know. So I'd be lying to y'all if I told y'all like I don't second guess my decision like every other day. And now it's just me in the cube, so child, I'll be sitting there with my thoughts in my journal, and I'll be going to town. Needless to say, my journal almost done. My journal, I got this much space in my journal. That's not a lot. So, I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm anxious. I really hope that this was worth listening to, because I feel like it doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense in hindsight. So I kind of just wanted to let y'all in. I actually didn't think I was going to be able to record this, but I'm super grateful that it lasted this far. I don't want to push my luck. So I just wanted to take the time to tell the Lord, heavy on the thank you. I feel like a lot of times I get caught up, in what's next, because here recently, like, one of my biggest things that I hate doing is sitting down and like creating new goals, because that means I should be celebrating the fact that I hit all of the goals that I wanted to, which is where I'm at in life now. I hit all the goals me a year ago I had created, and now it's like, now I have to create new goals. And that's scary for me, because I've never been here before. And now it's like, okay, like, how much can I expect from my future self? And how much can I can I really rise to the occasion, or am I just going to drop the ball? And I did to the Lord, like, sometimes I feel like when I get where I want to be, like, I kind of like take my foot off the gas. And it's just like, okay, and if you take your foot off the gas and you're driving, like, you slow down. You might not slow down as fast as if you were to hit the brake, but like, you still slow down. So I was just like, I think I just had this conversation with the Lord in the car today. It was just like, I don't want to be that person, who like prays and fasts and cries and like does everything in their power, to get them to hear you, and for you to do your thing. Y'all, if this mic wasn't plugged, I'm gonna cry. I was like, but I feel like I could do so much better. So with my next set of goals, I already have a couple. I am determined to be consistent and to be disciplined and to, become a better me. I feel like this version of Destiny, like, she's cool, she's great. But I can't always be this version of Destiny, you know what I'm saying? Because first of all, face card. Crazy. No, but I said all that to say, like, I'm gonna read y'all what's on my board just because I see it and I feel like I need to read it at this moment. So it says, hi, hello. I just wanted to pop in and remind you that you're supposed to be here. I know it feels unreal and uncertain. It's just unknown. Part of the journey is not knowing. It's trusting the process. So here's your reminder that you're built for this and you can do the impossible. In times of weakness, I hope you remember that you're worth it. You're worth someone's time, effort, and energy and love. That goes for everything, because 1, he loves us that much, and 2, you're worth dying for. Still in shock, but remember to celebrate yourself. Congratulations on improving your room. Congratulations on the promotion. Congratulations on showing up, because that was a big thing for me in my last season. I could not show up for myself, but we're showing up, so congratulations to me. In this world, sometimes it feels like you're overlooked and alone, but remember, you are enough. In due season, it'll all work out. May you never forget your why, because the goal is only one. Be not afraid, only believe that you're up next. Stay in position. Best wishes on your journey to becoming the best possible version of yourself. You got this. So I just wanted to remind myself of that, because I'd be forgetting that that's up there. So here's your reminder that you're supposed to be here. It feels unknown. It feels uncertain. It kind of feels like Peter when he was walking on the water, like you feel like you're getting ready to drown. But you're going to make it. You know, we're gonna make it. We're gonna be out here. You know, we locked in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now I'm getting ready to cry. I'll probably bawl my eyes out when I cut this camera off. Watch. Anyway, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video thus far. Raw and unedited, because I'm scared to edit it and put all that work and energy into it and it just like cut off and it not download, because I'll be frustrated. So with that being said, follow me on all socials so you can keep up. My cousin mentioned to me the other day, she was like, dude, someone asked me, they were like, how do you know all this about Destiny? And they were like, well, I watch her videos. And she was like, if you don't watch her videos, then you don't know nothing about Destiny. I was like, you're not lying, because it's like, I'm not the type of person to just be like, bro, like, this is what's going on. No, but I will sit down and tell the world what's going on, which is weird, but it's just me, you know? And am I going to apologize for that? No. So again, I'm excited, I'm thankful, I'm grateful. Hopefully this episode made sense to you guys, because I guess because I'm still trying to figure it out, it doesn't like, I don't know. We'll see on the other side. I'll see you on the other side. So be sure to like, comment, please, because I love interacting with y'all. I love y'all so much. And thanks for spending, 36 minutes with me and counting. And if y'all have any more styles, let me know. And if we like this, cause girl, look at the definition. Okay, I'm done. I love you. I hope you remember that you're supposed to be here. Your presence, you just clicking on the videos, like, it's enough for me. So I just want to let you know that I appreciate you. If I don't ever get the chance to tell you in person, within the next coming moments or whatever, if you need to hear it, just come back to the video at this timestamp of 36:44. I love you. I appreciate you. I honor you. I don't want to say everything I do is for you, but I do think about you guys often. I do try to put effort in everything that I do. And I'm always here for constructive criticism. I'm always here, because like I said, I want to be the best possible version of myself, and I want you to be the best possible version of you, for you, not for anybody else, but I want you to show up for you first. So your challenge this week, or until my next video, is to show up for yourself first and then show up for other people. So I love you guys so much. Thanks again. Thanks a million. We're back. We're back, and I'm so excited, y'all. So it's up. Like, literally the only way up from here is up. So I'm doing that thing that black people do. Like, they'd be like, oh my God, bye, bro. And then bye. And they all start talking again and be like, bye, bye, bye. So for real this time, bye. Peace.